Hi everyone, I am Coach Marissa. For those of you who don't know who I am, I'm a 5-star Diamond 2014 Elite Qualifying Coach and the founder of Team Aloha. The reason we're called Team Aloha is the word aloha literally means breath in your face. And our mission on Team Aloha is to breathe life into people and the planet. So a little bit about my story. I've always been into sports. I was a swimmer and I ran track in high school. And I never really had a positive body image. I would do some really unhealthy things to lose weight. I would stop eating carbs for a month and then binge on carbs. And I would yo-yo diet and gain and lose the same 25 pounds over and over again. That is until I met my coach. So I was a nurse. I decided to go back to school for anesthesia, and during my anesthesia program, I gained that 25 pounds back, and my coach introduced me to Insanity at that time. I made the excuse that I didn't have time to work out, so I bought the program, but it sat on my shelf collecting dust for the next 6 months. When I graduated from my anesthesia program and became a nurse anesthetist, I decided I have the time, I'm going to take this program on full force, and I'm going to see what kind of results I can get from it. So I did the program. Over the next 4 to 6 months, I was doing Insanity and an Insanity Asylum, and I lost those 25 pounds, and I managed to keep them off for almost 4 years now. My results even landed me on the Insanity infomercial in 2014, which is pretty cool. People started noticing at that time that I was losing weight and asking me what I was doing, so naturally I referred them to the program that supported me in losing the weight. Little did I know that I could have the ability to support them in getting results, and I could build a business out of it. So it could be a win-win. They would get better results and I could build a business. My coach had mentioned to me about becoming a coach, but I had a lot of objections and I just wasn't interested. Until she invited me to an event where I got to work out live with Shaun T in Fort Lauderdale. I got to meet 100 other Beachbody coaches and see that this was a business where people were changing their own lives and supporting others in changing their lives as well. Losing weight, getting healthy, being a positive impact in the world. So I decided to become a coach. I signed up, and for me, I failed for the next 6 months. I really didn't know what I was doing. I was vomiting information all over people, telling them, you gotta do this, Beachbody, it's awesome, Insanity, Shakeology, blah, blah, blah. And people were all saying no. 6 months, nothing. So I was ready to pretty much give up, and I heard about this event in Tampa where the CEO, Carl Daikeler, and one of the top coaches, Lindsay Matway, were going to be speaking. So I got in my car, drove up to Tampa. They had people stand up in the room for losing over 10, 20, 30, 40, 80 pounds. And when they said, remain standing if you've lost over 80 pounds, and I looked around and I saw 5 or 6 people still standing that had lost over 80 pounds, I just started to cry and I got chills, and I saw this mission is so much bigger than just me. This is about really, changing people's lives. And I made a commitment at that moment that I wanted to learn how to do this business. So I just started picking other leaders' brains. I started watching what they were doing on Facebook. I went to a couple of conferences and kind of learned how to build this business. And just through trial and error, basically, we came up with a system that will support coaches from day one in having success. We have a system for a challenge group. If someone wants to lose weight and get in shape and be more healthy, we have a system where they can move into that program. If somebody wants to build a business and work on the coaching opportunity, we have a system for that program. So from day one, if you sign up to be a coach, you know from exactly what to do, step by step by step. We built the system as a team. It was a collective brainstorming session to come up with how we could best support our coaches in being successful. As we started to build this system, our team started to grow. Now we have hundreds of coaches on Team Aloha. We all work together. We're a big family. We share everything. These women are like my sisters and my brothers. The men are like my brothers, not like my sisters. And in that time, because of this system and because of the fact that coaches are having success, not just myself, but coaches on our team are having success, I was able to resign from my full-time position as a nurse anesthetist and move part-time. Actually, in September of 2013, I quit my full-time job. And then little by little, it kept growing, and we were building the system, and our coaches were having success. And the more we grew, the more my income grew. And I was actually able to resign completely from the field of anesthesia and be a full-time Beachbody coach, and nearly replaced my 6-figure salary in 3 short years as a coach. This is what's possible for you as a coach. I don't share this with you because I'm trying to be boastful or prideful or brag. I share this with you because I know I had no experience building a business. I failed so many times. I was ready to give up, but I just kept going. And I just kept being consistent and building and learning and growing. And through personal development and through working together as a team and as a family, we were able to grow this business to the point where I could actually leave that job and have the freedom and flexibility to work from home, travel when I want to, do something awesome, have a positive impact in people's lives, help them be successful in having results with fitness programs, feeling better about themselves, looking better, and also not just physically, but actually helping people build a financial future and financial freedom for their family. We've had multiple coaches be able to quit their corporate jobs, be able to replace their nursing salary, not have to go back to work and take time away from their family because of this coaching business. So that tells you a little bit about the potential for you to grow in this business. If this is something that you're considering doing, I know what the opportunity can do for you. And we are all here to teach you to grow into the leader that you can be in order to have the most successful business you can have, in order to have that freedom of flexibility. And if that is not something that you're ready for, if you don't really want to do this full time, there are options where you can just become a coach to maybe possibly earn some money to help with the household income for groceries. Or there's another option where you can just become a coach simply to save money on your products. So there are many different kinds of coaches. You don't have to have the goal of making this your full time, but that is a possibility if this is something that you want for yourself. So please post your comments and questions below. Thanks for watching this video, and I look forward to getting to know you over the next 5 days.